something to smile about?
There's some new faces at an Etna farm.
Conant Orchards is welcoming their newest residents, Dolly the donkey and her baby. These two join the goats on the farm, and they say there will also be a cow soon joining the herd.
Dolly, her baby, and the goats are available to visit, pet, or feed a snack whenever the orchard is open. Their arrival comes just in time for the pick-your-own apple season at Conant.
Conant Orchards say they hope their new additions will give visitors the full farm experience.
For a couple years now, we've really wanted to bring farm animals in because we know the families love it, the children love it, and it just enhances the experience that much better. When people come apple picking, not only are they going to be getting apples, but they're going to have the full experience with animals as well.
Conant Orchards is asking for your help in putting a name to this sweet face.
If you have any suggestions to name Dolly's baby girl, you can visit their Facebook page to leave a comment.